The clocks may have changed yesterday, but my body knows the difference. I still got up before the sunrise, and it was a beauty, the kind with light out the front and in my rearview mirror. Today I worked remote. I worked all day in Western Mass, then I drove to Boston, got some more great sunset light. Tonight I'm gonna be stealthing here in Boston. I just got out of my gym and I need to do some groceries over here at the 7-Eleven. Expensive way to get water, but it's a matter of convenience. But before I even leave the gym lot, I'm gonna black out all my windows here, put my van in stealth mode. First, I have a little trifold thing that I made out of green guard and electrical tape. It covers out my kitchen window. Then I have another little square piece of green guard, also covered in Gorilla Tape. That just wedges behind the lock and blacks out the window in the rear of my van. I'm gonna go outside and show you guys how blocked out my light is right after I put my blackout curtain across, which is right behind me. Yeah, let's do that, and then I'll tell you about this sketchy ass place I plan on sleeping in tonight. When you buy blackout blinds at Target or Walmart or wherever you go, I'll sit for this. You buy them in pairs of 2, which is perfect because to fit this weird shape of the Ford Transit, probably any van with this polygonal shape, I took 2 of them and crudely sewed them together. I used like zip ties to seal them together. I didn't do anything fancy. And I cut one into the weird polygonal shape that fits this curtain over here. What I do is just have your typical shower rod right here, bring this across, and kind of tuck it behind the Ford Transit driver's seat, which seals off all the light there. Over here, I just used the factory hole in the Ford Transit, put a bolt in it, and use that as a clip, and have a little zip tie here that clips to it. And I have found this completely seals off my light. So my van is in blackout mode right now. I'm not at my spot yet. First, I need to go get water. Where to get water is a topic a lot of people fret about when they're considering van life. I have a 30-gallon water tank that I only use for washing and for cleaning. I just use city water for that. You can get that from campgrounds, public faucets, Walmarts, car washes. It's not what I drink. I just drink regular 1-gallon jugs of water that I usually try to buy somewhere cheap. Tonight, I have to buy them at 7-Eleven. Like I said, it's a matter of convenience. The sketchy place I'm gonna attempt to sleep in tonight is an industrial zone, like old warehouses and distribution centers and stuff like that. I considered the potential of sleeping there only a few weeks ago when I took a bus that went along this route. Should be pretty quiet at night, I think. I've never actually slept in an industrial warehousey type area in my 2+ years of van life. This is gonna be a first. I don't know what to expect. You know, sometimes there are weird type people who crawl around these areas at night. I'm not sure. I also need to get out and see what the signs say about parking there.
Turn left, then turn right.
So there's a warehouse here, some street parking here, not sure what the signage says. Right over here, you probably can't see that. That is a pollinator garden. So I might be sleeping next to a bunch of bees tonight. That sounds good to me, but I need to see what the signs say here. You can see how totally exposed I am. I'm not sure I like this that much, but let's see what the signs say. So one thing I'll have to deal with tonight is a ton of noise. I-90 is right here. There's a train right there and an off-ramp right above me, but there is no sign saying anything about parking restrictions here. At least not at this end of the street. I am parking strategically tonight. I'm leaving a cushion of space here, and I'm leaving only about 15 feet between the rear of my car and that fire hydrant. That is so no one pulls up behind me and tries to park here without getting their ass busted and potentially blocks in my van. Well, I do want to see a sign. It's actually kind of weird that there's no signage. Boston streets are like notorious for their excessive redundant signage. But these cars are parked here. There's no meter or anything like that. So a good 30 or 40 yards from my car, there is a sign here. Let's see what it says. Tow zone, emergency alert during snow emergency. Well, it definitely ain't gonna snow tonight, so I'm not worried about that at all. Yeah, these cars are parked here. I don't see any tickets on their windshields or anything like that. I think I'm actually safe here. I kind of like this area. This used to be far more industrial than it is now. A lot of it is being turned into condos now, for better or for worse. But I think I'm calling it. I'm gonna stay here tonight. It's already really late. I've had a long day. I'm gonna get into the van, get some dinner going, and then we'll see how the night goes, I guess. But before I go to sleep, I'm gonna do my blackout test, get all my lights going, including my disco ball light that I love and most people hate. And then we'll step outside, take a look at how stealthy my van is. I don't see any light leaking out through the blackout blind. I don't see any light leaking out through my kitchen. That's just green guard with one side coated in black Gorilla Tape. And last but not least, right underneath my disco ball. Oh yeah, that's kind of flapping. Did you see that? Right up there. I gotta fix that. So this is definitely the wonkiest blackout thing I rigged up here. I just kind of have it wedged behind the locking mechanism right there. I think for tonight I'll just put a piece of tape here, but I really need to do something better with this. I think the only thing I might really have to deal with tonight is the incredible amount of noise. Just the fact that I'm right next to I-90, like a stone's throw from it. And there's an off-ramp right here, and a train. I think the train stops around 1 a.m. or something like that. So at least that noise will die. I'll be asleep before then. Right now, I'm gonna eat my dinner. I'm gonna try to make good of the white noise of the traffic. Pretend it's ocean waves or something. Something happens during the night, I'll wake you guys up. For now, it's been a long day. I'm gonna say goodnight. Sorry for the crappy light, guys, but you can probably hear this. There's a car blasting music next to me for the past 15 minutes. It's 1:40 in the morning. I want to see what this hole looks like. Yeah, let's see what is going on. Alright, yeah, he's right behind me. So this hole playing his music is probably wondering why I couldn't pull forward 5 more feet so he could pull forward and not block the fire hydrant like he's doing right now. The reason I didn't is because then I would be blocked in. That has happened to me before. I leave myself a cushion. He might get a ticket for blocking that fire hydrant. I hope he does, just because playing your music like that at 2 in the morning is not cool. But it's not enough to get me to move during the night. I'm going back to sleep. You hear that? I think the biggest thing about this place is the noise. I would never come here again. I can't believe how many people are running like scooters across the city at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Let's see what's going on out here. I-90 just roars all night long. And let's unblack out this window here. Anything going on outside? No, not really. Yeah, this spot turned out to be totally cool. The only problem with it is the incredible noise. I-90 right there. The train went through until around 1 a.m. But all throughout the night, people kept pulling up behind me, parking in that fire hydrant space for a couple of seconds, and then moving on. I'm sure they were pissed there wasn't enough space, but, you know, worked out great. Yeah, this is a new spot. New spot for my rotation. It's always important to just keep adding new sleeping spots to your rotation so you don't camp out in the same place every night. This place turned out to be not so sketchy and actually pretty cool. Right now, I'm gonna go get some breakfast. It's 5:30 in the morning. Dunkin' Donuts are open. I think this was a success. Yeah, another stealth camping video for you all. Sleeping in the street in a vehicle, it's not so bad. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. Hit the like button below. I'll be doing more of this stuff. I mean, I do it every day, really. Alright, peace out.